Everybody to episode 10 of Let Me Speak with John and Willie. Of Let Me Speak with John and Willie. Of Let Me. Always do it, dude. Always do it. Go live and then I fucking hear my echo. Go live and then I fucking
It's
hear
not
my
me
echo.
this time
Whatever, man.
because I'm not having Twitch on,
Yeah.
so
But
it's all you.
whatever, John. So this podcast, Let Me Speak, is all about just the shit me and John have watched throughout the week prior. And then we just normally shoot the shit at the end.
We always film on Sundays,
And Sundays, roughly 2 p.m. Central. What is it, 12?
noon, yeah, 12 noon Pacific time.
Yep. And as always, we have Saber in the background there. As you can tell, today's episode, we're going to talk about Loki, episode 4. We're going to talk about the Tomorrow War from Amazon Prime movie. And lastly, we're going to talk about Fear Street, part 1 of 3 parts. Horror movie, all connected, 3 parts. But this one, part 1 is, I think it's 1994, John? Is that right?
Yeah, and part two is going to be well, we'll talk about it more when we get into it.
Okay. But a new addition to this podcast is I'm now a magician. I don't even know how to say the word right, but you know what I mean.
You
So,
said it.
so check this out. I know John can't hear this, probably for the best, but we have a beginning song now.
So we have a beginning song. You didn't tell me that, and I could have had it on Twitch and hear it for the first time, and now I'm missing out.
Thank you, John, for really interrupting my fucking sweet ass melody. Fuck you.
I
I'm never doing it again.
Sweet ass melody. I don't know. I didn't hear it, so I'll
I
take your word for it.
I just did 30 minutes of practice for that melody right before we started.
And I
You
ruined
ruined
it.
it. My
Well, I
target.
never heard it, so I don't know what I ruined.
Watch the repeat.
Well, play it again then.
No, I'm not
And I
gonna
will.
fucking play it again. You ruined the mood.
I
But still,
I
I
ruined the
now,
mood.
I now am working on beats. It's actually pretty fun. It's like, cause I like to consider myself an artistic person. I used to draw a lot, gave that away, but now I have this to fall back on, learning how to make music. I think it's gonna be a good, fun, entertaining.
Until he gets tired of it, like his Japanese classes he used to do on Twitch.
You know why I can't do the Japanese classes? So stop.
I told you what you can do instead, but no, you don't
Yeah.
want to listen.
Uh, let me share this to all the people in the world, so we see if we can get a little bit more people. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to say something, John? Tap this away.
So I've been living in this home for over a year now, and I've been vacuuming here and there, but I decided to buy a carpet cleaner instead of, renting something professional or hiring somebody to do a deep clean. And I did that yesterday, and oh my God, what was in my carpet was ridiculous. It was nasty. It was like the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life because I had to clean that carpet cleaner afterwards. Yeah, so if you've never did a deep clean carpet clean in your carpet ever, you need to do that right away. You have no idea what you're stepping in.
I have that machine that has the liquid in it, the hot boiling water you put in there with the solution, and you go over your carpet. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, but you almost made it sound like you don't even have a fucking vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I have a vacuum cleaner, but it doesn't do deep clean like that, what you're saying, because I barely bought that thing.
Yeah.
The carpet cleaner, that's like a must if you have carpet,
I mean, yeah.
especially if you have dogs, because
Oh
their
yeah.
their hair and their stuff that they track into the house, you don't realize all that junk that's on their feet
Oh,
unless
like
you
fucking my
unless
Roomba goes on fucking. It takes like 3 cycles to finish the carpet in the rooms I have because of the fucking hair, the dog hair.
yeah, it never gets stuck in your Roomba where you have to like clean it out.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. 3 cycles. So like it does as much as it collects, and then it goes back to the fucking home station, and then it tells me like, hey, the shit's full, and it's always just dog hair.
Okay, but it doesn't get stuck into some kind of brushes or anything in there.
Nah, no. Like
Okay. Well, I don't have a Roomba, so I
yeah, a lot
I
better.
always thought about doing it, but I don't really have much carpet. That's why to me it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. No, but all right. Enough chit chat, John. Let's start with our first subject. I can hear the echo, John. What's up with that?
That's not me.
100%.
I don't have Twitch playing.
I think your headset's too close to your mic.
Well, it's the headset with the mic that's
I know.
attached to the headset.
I know. Big problem. All right, so Loki, episode 4. This is the first time. Seriously, that shit's annoying.
That's on your end. I don't know what you're hearing.
All right, dude. But either way, this is the first time where like I agree with John that they are gonna fuck. They're like what the fuck? It came out of nowhere. They're
I
just like
even wrote that in my notes to bring up. I was right. I was right.
like this episode is like all of a sudden they're like fucking about to kiss. Like what the fuck is going? That's you. What the fuck? You're about to kiss yourself, you narcissistic bastard. But like they get caught, and then like they get separated and they get interrogated. All right, cool, cool, cool. But then they go and like fucking like the female Loki gets like an escape plan going, while the male Loki just like fucking learns a lesson. I guess I don't fucking know.
Yeah, where he keeps repeating the same moment over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
over and over. I don't remember that chick from Asgard where he
She was
cut her
like,
hair.
yeah, she's like fucking Thor movie 1 only.
No, I think she was in Thor movie 2, but that was
She might have been a
forgettable
tier two.
movie.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
movie
That's
was forgettable.
but like either way, like they go and meet the timekeepers, and then they look weird already off the bat. Like, what the fuck are these timekeepers? Like, I expected better. Then all of a sudden, you find out they were just robots. So like, bam, even more mystery to the mystery of the show. Like what you thought was gonna happen isn't really gonna happen. And then, fucking, I don't know, man. To me, it's like, damn it. Like you're just like making a mystery, and mystery, until like you get to the end. So the ending better be the fucking sickest shit I ever fucking saw, because you're adding too much mystery to it, where it could have just already been solved and simplified. But we'll see.
You weren't like tearing up and getting all emotional when Owen Wilson like got stabbed and he disappeared.
Maybe if I didn't find out at the end that like you getting zapped doesn't mean you die.
Well, that's true, but you didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, I mean it was a little sad, but not Misty. Again, he wasn't even there for like the last episode. So like he's like a side character to me.
Yeah, because when before you're already talking about the mid credit scene, where you find out that there's some type of purgatory going on.
Yeah.
But when Loki was about to say like, "Oh, I love you" type of speech, and then he gets hit in the back and he disappears, I I thought to myself, "Are you fucking serious? This rest of the series is about female Loki now."
Oh,
So
I was a little
I thought
excited. I was like, get rid of fucking Loki. I'm tired of you.
because he's acting
He's too
not
goofy.
Loki-ish.
Yeah, he's too goofy. All right, just get the fuck out of here. Let's see where this goes. But then he's the main fucking thing at the end credits. Like, god damn it, it's nothing but Loki's there, and like a black Thor for some reason. I was like, what the fuck?
I almost turned it off Disney Plus because I didn't know there was going to be a scene at the
Yeah,
end. I just decided to let the credits roll, and I don't know why. Like maybe instincts were kicking in. And I was like, oh shit, there was actually something. And then it made me think, was there end scene, end scenes in the other episodes that I might have
no,
missed?
yeah,
Because how are you gonna do it for one episode but not all of them? Because it's like, how is anybody gonna know if you didn't do it the first three what episode is it now? Five or
four,
four?
four.
If you didn't do it the first three episodes and then you do it on the fourth, then
Yeah,
maybe a lot of people like me are thinking, okay, there's not gonna be a scene, so you turn it off once the credits start.
yeah, but like again, John, like you can see the end, like on the timeline. Like, all right, why is it so much more time? Like, why is there
But not
20 minutes left?
everybody looks at that and thinks that way. But I'm
Well,
not saying you didn't do that, but not everybody does that.
I got you. Like I even after that mid end credit scene, I still like skipped ahead. Just all right, is that the last one? Yeah, it is.
No, but I have a feeling that a lot of people, once the credits were rolling, they just
Uh,
press the home button. So
Twitter
when the
spoil
next
it.
well,
Like
I'm not. You keep forgetting that everybody's not like all in tune with social media. There's older viewers that'll watch this stuff. I know a lot of older people that don't really do social media that watch uh, Loki or just Disney stuff in general, and they might not be aware. So they'll be surprised when it shows up. Oh, Loki was alive. What? There was this scene.
yeah,
So yeah, if you're all into social media like the world is these days, then yeah. But
Yeah, I would
I
say the
didn't even know.
majority
No,
is.
but well, look, I didn't know. I don't follow Twitter, dude.
I'm
You know
saying
that.
the majority. I said
So
the majority.
yeah, but
You're
see,
the
I'm saying
minority.
old people like me. I got you if I'm a minority, but I'm still a person that watches the show. And the only reason why I know something happens because I saw it versus social media didn't tell me
Yeah.
there was a scene there.
Okay, then you probably don't know about this, but like WandaVision got some new end credit scene now.
What? So I
Yeah.
gotta rewatch a WandaVision old episode to see something
Like
new?
the last episode, the ending.
But
You know,
what the hell is that about?
I don't know why they. I think they're just trying to connect Doctor Strange with
No, but
WandaVision.
I understand that, but it's like forcing us to go back and watch an episode that we saw
Bitch,
6 months ago,
it's a
whatever how long.
click away, and it's fast forward to the fucking
Well,
end.
whatever. That's lazy editing,
You're
lazy
sounding
writing.
lazy right
No,
now.
man, you're acting like that's a smart move. That's fucking stupid. How can you argue that when it's something that came out 6 months
I
ago?
never said it was smart or dumb. You're the one insinuating that. All I'm
No,
saying
I'm
is
just saying
simple,
I
easy.
didn't know this, and now you told me because I don't do social media. So now I have to watch this episode or just fast forward this episode to the end credits just so I can see this extra little footage.
Yeah.
To me, that's stupid.
Or you
Whatever.
just fucking go to YouTube and you just click on it. Come
Yeah,
on
I
now.
probably will do that instead.
Jesus, you sound like such a fucking boomer. Oh, I gotta click on stuff? So much work. They're fucking dumb. Like,
Well,
bitch,
I
it's
I may
clicking.
sound like a boomer, but I'm a zennial.
I don't know what the fuck I am, but whatever. Either way, back to Loki, dude. What did you thought about that episode?
Well, you pretty much said it all. It's trying to have too much mystery, especially in that one little episode.
Yeah,
And I it is what it is. Every episode feels different. It doesn't even feel like if you were to only see this episode, you would think it's a whole different tone. Every episode seems like it has its own tone.
yeah,
I kind of like that, and I kind of don't at the same time, because then if you liked episode one and then episode two is a little different, like you were digging the whole detective show theme that they were
yeah.
kind of giving off,
Gone.
and I told you, gone completely,
Yeah,
and you would have been totally up for a whole season of that, right?
yeah, yeah.
So.
Mystery was
Uh,
solved too quick, just for them to add a different mystery. And
yeah.
now the timekeepers are just robots. So now you have to find out who the real bad guy is. And then it's like the whole fucking show could have been over once they were captured. Fucking hit them with the fucking laser thing, and that's it. Why keep them alive? Why try to segregate them? Just fucking get rid of them. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but even the interrogation scene in general, like, okay, it's just her kicking him in the nads 30
Well,
times,
that's the soft
and
them.
that makes him become like, oh, I realized I messed up in my whole life. I need to change my ways because I got hit in the nuts 30 times. Come on,
Well, I
man.
think it was more than 30 times. You don't know how long he's been there.
Yeah, you're right. You could have been 100
It's a lot of
times.
yeah. That's a lot of times. I changed my ways to get hit in the nuts
And
like
then
a
when he
million.
finally has his realization moment with her,
Yeah,
and then she's like, she doesn't hit him,
I
but she
know.
does something even worse.
Yeah,
She's like,
just
you'll always be alone.
yeah. Give him the little one line. I thought she was
Sometimes
still gonna hit him.
words hit harder than actually physicality at
Maybe,
times,
maybe.
man.
Yeah, yeah. That was a little mean.
Yeah. And then with Owen Wilson, I forget his character's name. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Me
But
too.
when he all of a sudden like trusts Loki at the end, like it kind of came out of nowhere when he was like, I'm not gonna trust him, I can't trust him. Then he
Yeah,
does at the end. Like it was too quick. And then especially when Loki's like, you can trust me because I'm your friend. I was like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
When
And
did
then
they
he's like,
become friends?
okay, I know. When did they become friends? And yeah, that was forced. I didn't buy into that
Mm.
at all.
I mean, it was sad.
And
Like maybe I do want to be in a jet ski. That maybe that was my life. Like, damn, that probably was your life. That's why you like jet skis. And then boom, he apparently I don't know if he's dead or not. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore with that show.
I don't, I really don't like the fight scenes in this show. It's too choreographed.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks like dancing more than fighting.
Exactly. Yeah, whoever the actor for Loki is, he definitely is like a dancer type instead of a fighter type.
Yeah, and even like when I don't remember the Asgard girl in the time loop when she kept hitting Loki,
Yeah.
you could tell clearly she wasn't even touching him.
Mm.
Like it was like the camera angle was like, you're supposed to use camera angles a certain way to make it look like you're hitting the guy
Yeah, yeah,
or the woman, but it was clearly you were nowhere close to his face when you socked him. I
yeah.
was like, you can't even get the, uh, you know, 101 class where you like this is how you shoot a fight scene in every
Yeah,
movie
yeah. I mean,
that's ever been
but
made.
that's not Loki. I'm sure they didn't get no fight choreographer for this shit, man. It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah. I could live without the fighting. I care more about the what's gonna happen. The fighting
Yeah,
itself is
I just I really
fine.
I want the story to end already. Like I know I think it's 6 episodes and you have the
Yeah. And
pre
and I
part
and
of
I
it.
and I have a feeling that once I do find out what's really gonna happen,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be an aha moment. It's gonna be like, eh? And I don't know. This show lost steam. I'm still watching it, but it lost steam for me, man.
Yeah, well, the only thing's keeping me going is like, all right, who is the big bad guy? If it's not the timekeepers, who's capable of creating this fucking time police and fucking, like making
Yeah.
the Infinity Stones irrelevant? Like
If they
somebody's,
show if they show us like Doctor Strange or something, I was like, all right, that's fucking cool. With Cumberpatch comes in and he's there, and it was like I was the one doing this shit the whole time.
yeah. So
You
like,
know, like
there's
what?
possible enemies that Twitter. I guess you not being social media have kind of like determined who it can be. There's a character called Kang or Krang, something like that.
Kang.
Kang, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
He
Kang.
seems to be
Eh,
fucking one of them that a lot of people are hinting to. I think it's the Oblivion or the I forget what I'm messing up these names. It's been a long time that I read comic books, but it's the guy that created the Secret Wars, pretty much. He's like an all powerful being. He seems to be like one of them that everybody's going for because he's
Is
like a.
that guy is that guy bigger than Thanos or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're gonna introduce somebody more powerful than Thanos
Oh
on a
yeah, yeah.
fucking
Well,
TV show?
Thanos wasn't really that fucking powerful. He
I
was
know,
just
but on
smart.
a TV show, if you're gonna announce somebody stronger than
I
Thanos,
mean,
which is like
they
the
made the
most
Infinity Stones
money a
relevant.
movie's ever made, actually, I think Avatar finally
Yeah, they
got that
caught back
crown
up.
back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
How
fucking
did they catch back up? They released it back into theaters during
released it back in
COVID?
China.
Oh, those fuckers. They did that shit on purpose. It's like, fuck, man, we need to get back to number one.
John doesn't represent me. Twitch. I love China. I don't fucking know why I said that.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, there's so many people in China. Of course, you're gonna like you
Those
see some of the
fuckers.
movies that come out in China,
I don't
like
fucking. I
they
don't know
literally
why I
get
said.
like $500 million in revenue,
Yeah,
where it's like, whoa, it's like because I'm sorry, there's just so many
yeah.
in China. There's
It's
over a
crazy.
billion people in China.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But nevertheless, I mean, I guess we're both kind of losing steam on this show. It's still worth a watch, though. I mean, just to get to the end, hopefully. I swear to God, this better be better than WandaVision's ending.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah. But all right, that's Loki for you. Moving on from Loki, the Tomorrow War. So, Amazon Prime created this movie.
So, are
Chris,
you gonna already get into the why it made you so mad, or you're
so
gonna set it up
let
first?
me, yeah, let me. Well, it's all in one. So this movie comes out like it's supposed to be like top tier movie, right? From Amazon, one of their first original movies, not the first, but one of their first. And like, all right, big budget expense, right? And then it starts off with like the mid scenes, like there's that. I guess so, like that's like a thing, like fucking directors do, like show you a little bit of the mid scene, like ooh, look at this cool action scene. But oh, guess what? That's not how the story starts. Let me take you back to the beginning. It's like, yeah, all right, all right. And then we start in the beginning. This guy is a fucking ex-military dude. He gets out, tries to find his fucking future. Like, all right, cool, cool. I can respect that. I understand that feeling exactly. And then something happens where like fucking time travel is involved, and you know how I always say it. You add time travel to any fucking damn movie or TV show, and if you don't do it right, you're gonna fuck up the whole movie. And they fuck up the whole movie because of time
Just
travel.
like Endgame.
Yeah, I like Endgame's time travel. That was all right. Again,
I don't.
I know you don't. But all of a sudden, people from the future come telling like, "Hey, your world is gonna be shit in like 30 years," and then it just like it skips a lot of parts where like they get tested, and apparently the test is all about like you're gonna die within the next 30 years, so you've been drafted into the future war. So like, and you have no fucking choice in the matter. And like, what the fuck, dude? And
Well, at
they and
first
they
they're sent. At first they were sending military, but they kept dying, so they had no choice to make a draft.
they made it. Yeah, they made a draft. But like everybody who's like doing the test, who's actually training these civilians up, are all fucking young military people. Like bitches, you join the military, you fucking go first, and then
They
last
were they
resort.
were they were from the future. Those ones that were training.
Who knows whether they stayed in the past or like it's a new.
They stayed in the past to recruit who's going to go into the future.
Okay, okay. Either way, there's the whole fucking process of you see like every fucking Joe schmo becoming joining the military, which is like, all right, you're triggering me. All right, you think anybody can do it? Cool, cool, whatever. And then they go on a mission and they never got trained to be in a fucking team. They talked all this big game on how they come from the future. They know what's gonna happen. Here you got the full support of the world, and when they appear in the future, there's no fucking team leader. There's no fucking person in charge. Just like whoever survives, like, oh yeah, Chris Pratt, since you were in the military, we'll just follow you. Like that was
They
it.
themselves, everybody was dead. That was the thing.
No, no, there was a lot of people still alive. There's like a whole lot of people still alive. It was, but the fact is, there was no fucking cohesion. There was no like, all right, you're Alpha team, you're Bravo team. None of that. They're like, bitch, if you're gonna send me to a war, at least designate who's in charge and who's second in charge. Easy ass military things that you're supposed to do. Because I
This
know
movie's
it.
already 2.5 hours. How long do you want this shit
I'm
to
just
be?
saying, dude. Like, you don't just pop people into the future of a war and then like, oh yeah, just kill something. Or like they had no plan. They just like, all right, what the fuck? And then the tactics and that they did and like the guns they used. It's like you're just irking my military fucking pride. On 4th of
So
July.
remember, you're coming from military's perspective, and
Yeah.
so I understand your
I'm
arguments.
just
I
saying
can't.
it was just too. You have to like really. I had to dumb down my brain. All right, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Just a movie. So which is why I don't tend to watch
What?
military movies because they always get it wrong. But all right, this was just a movie. Whatever, right? So
Yeah.
they go into this fucking future, and they get a fucking mission. All right, you have to go capture this fucking. Was it vials? And then we'll teleport you back. All right, whatever. They do this heroic mission with fucking losers, which is regular civilians, and then like the fat guy and the fucking girl become superstars at the end, and they sacrifice their life. Like, bitch, ain't no fucking way they will get that courage. I don't even know how this
I
movie
agree. That
convinces
wasn't
me.
believable. All of a sudden, they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm saving you." It's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
you'd be screaming like a
Especially
little.
for civilians. Like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah, that was not believable. I can concur on that.
Yeah. Unless they skip the whole part where they got trained fucking rigorously to be fucking top notch soldiers, but they
They
didn't
were
show
not
it.
trained at all.
So yeah, they didn't show that. So to me, it was like, all right, dude, not believable
No,
whatsoever.
because even the I don't remember his name, the one that did 3 tours
Oh yeah,
already.
yeah, the black guy
He
that
even
got
he even
cancer.
mentioned to Chris Pratt to begin with, like, if you want to help them out, they're gonna die. They're a waste of our time.
Yeah.
Be on our red team.
Yeah, and Chris Pratt was like, no, nobody gets left behind. Like, bitch, shut up, dude. He tried to save
Yeah.
everybody, be the hero. All right, whatever, man. So like,
Especially
boom.
when he tries to save them and that hallway, not hallway, but the tunnel scene,
Yeah,
and then
they
and then
jumped
more
down.
of them got killed because they were trying to save the fat guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just all right. The movies, it's hard to like fucking put. I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to. But either way, continuing on, they get the fucking vials. He meets up with the fucking one that gave him the orders, and turns out that that's a fucking scientist, and it also turns out that's his fucking daughter. Woo! And then like she has this mystery of why like I don't want to hug you, I don't want to tell you what happens to you in the future. Like, come on! Like that's your fucking dad. It pissed me off. Like she wanted to be mysterious until the point where like she's almost about to die. All right, now's the perfect time for me to tell you all the secrets. Like, bitch. Fuck, I just hate that shitty, lazy writing where, like, dude, I don't give a fuck if, like, I turn into, like, the most evil as that ever. But like, I meet you in the future. Tell me what the fuck made me an evil dad. Like, why were you mad at me? You
Well,
know?
she does tell him.
Yeah,
So
but like too late. Like, bitch. Like, tell them like when they were in that camp, nice and peaceful, not like at the fucking last minute.
no, because I think the whole point of that was so we're like, what happened? Like as an audience, so
That's what I'm saying.
we have
Come
actually some
on.
type of so it wouldn't
It's
be a
not
mystery if she
realistic.
said it right away. So
It's
they were
not
trying to
realistic.
add mystery. What do you mean? If
It's
someone
not.
hates their dad, just because they see him now doesn't mean oh they're gonna open up. She didn't like who he was when he died.
He doesn't like what he turned into. But
Yeah,
that's not
exactly. But
him.
she
That's not
liked the
him.
version of him when she was a little girl.
Yeah, that's the fucking version that she's talking to right now.
Yeah, but she still has that in her mind where her dad left her and, was I
No.
don't know, wasn't they had divorced her mom and whatnot.
Come
I don't
on, man. Come part your lies or that stupid feeling you have and get to the real fucking truth, man. Don't like come on,
No,
man.
because look,
Be
it
real.
tried to look. I don't even know if you remember, but Act Two was like nonstop, like boring action. That it needed like those little moments. Just I was tired of all those shooting of the aliens. It wasn't very entertaining in my opinion.
Yeah, that's another thing. This is like basic alien CGI, dude. Like you made one and then you just made copies of it. To include the queen looks just like any other fucking soldier, but she has like a little red thing in the bottom of her fucking belly. Whoopity fucking do, dude. Clap yourselves in the fucking, like slap yourselves in the back, dude. You guys suck at creating alien monsters. You made it the most generic fucking monster ever that nobody even give a fuck about those enemies.
If you remember at Act One of the movie when they're still in the year 2000, whatever year it is, like not
Okay?
in the future yet,
Okay?
and they're not showing the aliens, so they're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
building
yeah.
up suspense, like what do they look like, how terrifying are they, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they first see their first alien, they kind of set it up like they're gonna make them spooky as hell,
Yeah.
like kind of like something like out of the movie The Original Aliens, where it's like in the shadows, killing left and right, and you don't know
Yeah,
where they're
yeah,
coming. Kind
yeah.
of like Batman, like where is he type of shit. And I
No,
was like, oh, okay, cool. You're creating that type of suspense with the aliens. I'm in for that. But then it turned into once you saw one, then you saw a billion, and then it lost
exactly.
that whole
It's lost
that whole
everything.
appeal.
Like that, yeah. Then they stopped becoming smart. They were just drones of fucking them. They're ants. That's all they were. They're just fucking giant sign ants. They're just fucking attacking. It was just, come on, man. Like you could at least build up the bad guys a little bit better.
That's why the first act, I enjoyed the first act more than the
I did.
second and
Me
the
too.
third act.
I can agree with you 100% on that. The first
Uh,
act,
bef-
it was building into something, and then it turned
yeah,
into
and
just
I was like
fucking
expecting something gonna like, oh man, I'm ready for this act two that's gonna
yeah.
happen when they finally go in the future, and then it went
It went
downhill.
stupid fucking like 1990s fucking action movie. Like what the fuck? He has to hold her hand as she lets go and dies. Like, oh come on, dude.
But you gotta admit that slow-mo shot with her falling looked fucking epic for a
I
wallpaper screen
guess,
for your
yeah.
computer.
I mean, that's what you were going for. Like, what the fuck?
Uh,
Like you,
did you know that his daughter is the Mass Effect 2 girl? The
Mass
Miranda.
Effect
So
2
Mass,
girl.
I'm going way back, but the game Mass Effect Part
Yeah.
2, she did the voice and they modeled her face over Miranda. I don't know if you remember that
Oh yeah,
character.
yeah. The dark hair girl, right?
Yeah.
The one with the
So
big booty.
she's blonde in real life, but that's why I always remember her. To me
Mm.
she's cute. And
Yeah,
she's
I
still
mean,
hot. 'Cause that game came out like 10 years ago now. So
yeah.
she still looks good.
I get you. I get you. I mean, yeah, cool, but she was unrealistically too cryptic about her past. Like,
And she had better acting in Mass Effect 2, which doesn't make any sense.
all right, It's just-
Her acting
like
wasn't that great.
I think they had like a fucking action scene in the middle, like once they finally talk and they try to escape, and she just pops a flare and like, all right, that helicopter's gonna come because I did that, not because of any radio communications or anything of that. It was just the military
Hey, but
aspects of it. It really fucking like irked me so much. Like, god damn it, that's not how real fucking shit happens.
I got you. I mean, when she dies and then he finally goes back into the
Yeah,
past
I thought that
or
was
the
the end of the
present.
movie. To be honest,
Well, I mean,
when he
oh,
goes
you thought?
back, yeah, like all right, he's got the fucking cure. He's gonna go
I,
back, and then
I,
he's
pre-
gonna tell the
that's,
world, and then that's it, right?
no, I
No,
pressed
there's a whole
pause and I
part.
saw there was like 50 minutes left, so I was like, nope, that
Yeah,
can't be it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. like, what the
No, but
fuck is
when
what?
he goes back into the past or the present, however you want to call it,
Yeah.
and then he sees his daughter alive, but like a little girl, that kind
Yeah.
of got to me.
Yeah,
He's like,
that did. That
I
did.
made this for you, Daddy. I was like, God
Yeah,
damn,
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of got me. Even though
No,
this
that's
movie
what I'm saying.
sucks, this
I'm
kind of
saying
got
like,
me.
so what, like, what did you see? Like, all that, yeah, you're like, no, 100%. That was emotional. I'll agree with you with that. But, so he's got the cure, but like, I guess like, the world doesn't believe him or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Because
like,
if the world believed him, they would have sent the whole military to Russia. Instead, they want this action piece
yeah,
segment
yeah, it was just
with
so
Chris
dumb,
Pratt.
dude. It was so dumb. I was like, how are you gonna set
Yeah.
people in the future? They come back, they tell you the answer to the test, and you're like, nah, we're not gonna do that. The
And
world's.
you know what's surprising? That makes no fucking sense. No way in hell they would let him keep the vial.
I know, right?
They
Like,
would have fucking took it and do all
yeah.
these tests, and Chris Pratt would have never had access to it ever again. And he's like, "Oh,
Baller alert! All
it's
right,
still in
John.
your hand. Remember? Oh, we tried to get it out of your hand,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
wouldn't let go.
I
Get
know,
the
right?
fuck
Yeah,
out of here."
unconscious.
That was the stupidest fucking line
He was
ever, dude.
unconscious and he hold. That's an anime technique. That's not real movie. You just wouldn't let go. Uh, Baller alert! I saw you, man. I appreciate the follow. Appreciate it. We just got a new follower, John.
You lost one last week. What happened?
Yeah, I told you not to mention that, but you fucked it up. You fucked it up, John. Here he
It
goes
was probably
again.
one of your Call of Duty streams. And you said something
No,
stupid.
so like a lot. All right. I'm gonna be real with you, John, because you're not social media savvy. You're not anything savvy, but sometimes you get a follower that just wants you to follow them back so they can get more followers. So like, and then they take away their follower from you if you don't follow them back right away, and that's pretty much what happened with that one
You
follower.
know that happened.
Cause he said it on
He
chat.
said it. Oh,
Like,
you didn't fucking follow me.
no,
I'm following you.
he didn't say that part. He said like, "Hey man, check me out. Let's work together." But there's so many of those. Like I know the games, John. So like, all right, I didn't care. But you made it this big deal. What did you do? Why did you lose a follower? What the fuck? Did you say something bad? Like, God
And
damn
you're
it, John.
you're supposed to bend over and say how hard.
Fuck you, John. What the fuck? Maybe you create your own Twitch channel and you fucking bend over.
Dude, there's all these girls on Twitch, like they're just like in the hot
John,
tub,
John, stop,
20,000
John.
people
You
viewing them.
cannot talk bad about anybody else on Twitch.
I'm just saying,
John, I'm telling you,
show
John,
some skin, and you'll get
John,
more viewership.
Stop. You're fucking up TOS, terms of service. We're trying to grow, John, and you're fucking it up. So I'm telling you to stop right now. Baller, I appreciate your follow, man. Moving on, because John derailed it. Here's another thing about fucking Tomorrow War. So he has the cure. He gets some connections. The cure gets mass produced. Whatever, dude. All right, cool. But then he goes to his dad, who the dad said, I have a C-130. Like, me, coming from the I've jumped out of a C-130s. I know how they work. I've load planned those motherfuckers. So for the dad, who's just a colonel, ex-colonel, to have one, I call bullshit. That motherfucker has to be a multi-millionaire to have that C-130. Ain't nobody's just gonna give him a C-130. It just doesn't happen, like, all right, I retired from the military. You can't even, like, take your weapon with you.
You remember he's hiding from the government, so maybe he stole it.
You can't steal a C-130.
I don't know. This movie doesn't make sense to begin with.
That's
How
what
you
I'm
hiding
saying.
from the government? They don't know where you're at.
That's what I'm saying. A C-130 was just too far-fetched for me to, like, believe. Like, you had one. Not only did he have one, but he goes to fucking, whatever, Alaska or wherever the fuck that... Oh, no, Russia, right? And then all of a sudden, they land in this austere condition. You can see the C-130 fucking buried in the snow. And they pull out like fucking 10 jet skis off of that C-130. Like, where the fuck did these jet skis come from? Who low planned that in the aircraft? Because a C-130 has to be balanced. You can't just fucking put shit in an aircraft and think like, all right, you can fly. It has to have a center fucking of balance type of thing where you have to load it a certain way. None of them are fucking equipped to do that because it takes fucking like actual computer program.
Jose, everything you're saying, of course it's true. You lived it, but if you've never been in the military and know this goes over your head. I mean, you don't even think about this.
Come on, how do you not think like where the fuck did
I never once thought, oh shit, Well, yeah, that doesn't make sense, but I'm not thinking in my head, oh, this plane's not gonna be able to hold all this
I mean,
equipment.
it could have held it. I don't think that they exceeded the weight limit. But the fact is, it's just another thing that already, like, from the beginning of the movie, like, they didn't. It was obvious they didn't have like a military expert, like, advisor at all throughout the movie. Like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. Damn, he's calling you, Jose. He's calling me out, Quinn. I don't know what he's talking about. I know John isn't. He knows he knows my background.
Are we not gonna talk about how
He's getting
J.
serious.
Jonah Jameson is all yoked as fuck?
So he did that for like the last like Batman role here or something. He got
He
yoked,
got huge for the last Batman role?
or like the one he's
The one that he was Commissioner Gordon.
yeah. He got huge for that.
They never showed his guns in that movie.
I know. You know, he had wearing a fucking suit.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, this motherfucker's ripped and he's old as hell. You know what? That he put me to shame, man. Because I'm not that old and he looks way better than me. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go exercise right now.
Junior says, "Yeah, I was uncomfortable how big he was." why are you getting uncomfortable with James Jonah Jameson? What the fuck?
What do you mean? He's like an old man that looks better than us? That's sad.
He had a
on our
sick
part.
he had a sick ass beard. Never heard anyone not call you Willie. Oh, that's fucking he's my best friend. And that sounds gay and all that, but like he's known
Doesn't
me.
sound gay.
John, let me finish. But he's the only one out of everybody in the whole fucking world, that calls me Jose, which is fucking annoying as fuck, not gonna lie. Because my whole family calls me Willie. The military called me Khalito. You know, and friends in the military know of me from Willie. John is the only one that didn't fucking get the hint and just called me Willie. No, that's weird. Like, God damn it, John.
Well, what does it say in your birth certificate? Jose.
So?
So that's your name. Fucking use
Oh
it from
my
time
God,
to time.
John. Every fucking
It doesn't
Hispanic.
say Willie on your birth certificate, so your real name
It
is
does.
Jose.
It does say
So
Willie.
it does say Willie on your birth certificate?
Jose Guillermo.
Oh, don't say your last name.
You're such a boomer. I get you. But Guillermo is Willie in my language, John.
Oh.
That's why the
I,
name comes from.
I just learned some Spanish
Idiot.
today.
Did you guys talk about the ending yet? Nah, we really interrupted. Did you rate the movie yet? I just finished it. Ah, you just finished the fucking stupid ass fucking movie called The Tomorrow War that made no fucking sense whatsoever. Oh man.
Okay, so you're
So
going on and on about the plane.
all right, the plane crashes. Austere conditions. You land in austere conditions. That's what it's called. When you land and there's no fucking runway. Motherfucking plane is done, dude. They're not going back home. But they don't ever show that in the movie. They're like, all right, I'm sure they'll like contact somebody miraculously and they'll get picked back up. But whatever. They go on this adventure to go to find the hole because they find out the aliens didn't crash land there 30 years in the future. They were been there the whole time. They were going up. Cool, whatever. They go on this fucking stupid ass action scene where every fucking body dies except for the nerdy black guy. That all of a sudden at the very end, you don't even see the little fucking snowmobile. You just see him like like plop themselves right next to them. Like, where's your fucking footsteps in the snow? None of that. It's just like shitty ass fucking art direction on that. But that's here or there. They fight these fucking stupid aliens when they go inside.
Are you drinking?
Do you not? Oh yeah, that's right. You're not watching me live.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why I'm bringing this up, don't do this on the podcast because you're hiccuping the whole time while you're talking.
I don't notice my hiccups.
Well,
Nobody else.
trust me, you're hiccuping while you're talking.
You're really interrupting me while I'm talking. But
I am.
why doesn't it make sense? What do you mean? Why doesn't it make sense? See, you missed the whole part where I went off on that fucking old guy owning a fucking C-130. Impossible. Does not make sense. Because Willie didn't understand. Didn't understand it. He thinks it sucks. I understood the whole fucking movie.
What does that even mean? What's there to understand about this movie?
I know this movie was dumb. It was just straight up like you set up a great plot in the beginning, and then you went all fucking action on it. and you expect everybody just to follow along because you see big explosions. Like, bitch, I'm smarter than
Hey,
that.
you don't remember when the explosions and it's like they jump and then like they fly far away because
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
the flames and just
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. That's
pressure of the
the
explosion.
wind. The wind's blowing. He thinks it's real life. Street Rod, this movie tries to be real life. Obviously, it's not. But if you're gonna try to pretend you have real world physics, then real world physics means you don't fucking own a C-130. Fucking bullshit. No one
Oh,
guy can fly it.
you didn't talk about when they first went into the future and they're like falling from the sky like at
Yeah,
random,
yeah, like
and then just
because they
everybody
fucked
just
up.
falling to their death. But Chris Pratt, he
Yeah,
falls into the pool because he's the star of the movie.
yeah, yeah. Plot device on that one. Even the ones that like landed on the like fucking the like the side of the pool, like you could see them just like holding their leg like that was it. Like that's their fucking biggest injury. Like bitch, I've jumped
You
out
would
of
have went
planes.
splat,
Yeah,
like
you would have went splat. You would have fucking died. There's no there's no like fucking Peter Griffin where you're holding your knee. Nah, bitch, you're dead. What the fuck out of it? You just hit concrete from fucking 800 feet. Fuck you, dude. You're
and
dead.
you would think they know how to time travel where they just land on the ground, not free falling. What the hell was that about?
Yeah. Well, no, they're like before they time travel, they said it like, oh, error in the system. Like their coordinates got messed up, which they don't ever explain. All right, we're getting a lot of chat that says, he thinks it's real life. He thinks about Black Widow can do all these things in real life too. No, I don't, Junior. What the fuck? How is this gonna be real world? There's time travel, fool. And when we mentioned in the beginning, fuck time travel in movies. They always get it wrong. Guess you guys could never see Die Hard 2.
And we're not talking about the time travel itself. We're
I'm
just talking
about
about
to.
the other parts that aren't about time travel that could have been more realistic.
Samuel Jackson and Bruce fall off a wire from a bridge and land on a boat and
Oh,
still alive.
they're talking about Die Hard with the Vengeance. That's a fucking classic scene.
Yeah, and that's called fucking air assault, Junior. Yeah, that's realistic. What the fuck? Junior's crazy, dude. This is
Yeah, that
why.
was like the greatest movie ever. You can't compare this to that.
Exactly. He's reaching. Either way, though, they fucking all right. They kill the fucking queen. That looks generically like everybody else. Fucking worst CGI ever.
I think she was more white. That was the thing.
No, her thing is she has a red belly.
Oh.
They said it in the movie. Like that's you can
Ooh,
differentiate.
I like that when they poisoned her and she was like, "Fuck this shit," and she
And it cuts
bites
her
her arm
arm
off.
off.
And
Yeah,
I was
that's the
like,
most realistic thing that the alien did.
I actually wanted her to live after that moment.
Oh man, but like, boom, they do the thing. Movie sucked. Oh, but
Hey,
one thing.
you didn't like the boxing scene where Chris Pratt is boxing her to kill her?
Yeah,
He's
we
like
get it.
juking her. He's like ducking underneath all her
I know,
swings
right?
and shit. I was like, damn. Is that how they teach you in the military to be like be able to box and like
No,
that and to juke and jive and all that
they don't
stuff?
teach you how to fucking box an alien. That was just dumb. But like, all right, Shiraz fucking still hating on the time travel thing. Look, man, the worst part about this movie about time travel is, you came back, it's over. We don't have connection to the future anymore. We don't know how it works. It's the time traveling part of the element of the movie. It's just gone. We didn't learn how that works. We just we didn't ask him any questions. You just can't go back in the future anymore. Like, all right, dude, that's not how time traveling works. It was just dumb. You added it to this movie as a gimmick. You made it into the fucking middle part of the movie, and then you just let it go because you didn't know what to do with time travel anymore. Like,
Even though I'm talking shit, I know you hate this movie, but I don't hate the movie. I already shut off my brain.
that's what I'm saying. You had to shut off your brain for this movie.
I shut off my brain and I enjoyed it for what it is, but I'm never watching this shit again.
Yeah, I don't want a part two of this shit. This movie fucking goddamn sucked. For me, it
Uh,
sucked because of all the military things that they try to add. Like, they try to make Street Rod into a fucking soldier. I saw the fucking goddamn big beard, big belly motherfucker think he was gonna be a hero and defend himself. Like, god damn it, dude. You
No, I,
civilians.
you know what my favorite part of that movie was when he finally saved the day completely and he comes home and first thing he does is grab the garbage truck, the
I
garbage
know,
can that
right?
he has in his truck,
Yeah,
and he
on
puts it
the
into the
on his
front of the
way. Yeah,
house. I was
exactly.
like, man, that's what I'm talking about. He knows garbage day is over. It's time to take the can
Like
and move it.
fucking wife can't put the trash back in, so I gotta do
And
it.
it had one wheel too. He
I
had to
know.
struggle just doing it.
That's so stupid of a thing. Like you just came home from fucking dying, and that's the first thing you think of. Oh man. Oh, that wife is hot though, right? Fucking from the Glow movies or from the Glow TV show.
And from what was that called? The Hunt?
Oh, the Hunt. Yeah, she was a badass in the Hunt.
Yeah.
That wife was the shit.
She wasn't too hot when she was crying.
I actually found her acting very fucking believable in this movie. I was like, all right, good for you. That tear cry shit, yeah. That's how you know you're a good crier in a movie or as an actress when you're ugly
You're ugly
cry.
as fuck. When you're ugly as fuck, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's a good cry. That's a good fucking actress. She did it all right. All right, John. But that's Tomorrow War. Let's move on to the
Yeah,
next
you
one.
you you that was story time with Willie, folks. Now it's
Ah,
time.
come on. Once again, there must
Dude,
have
you
been.
turned that whole segment. You went scene to scene with
I'm
that
telling you,
shit.
dude, I told you when I fucking watched it last night. I was drunk, and I told you like you better watch this fucking movie because I'm already mad.
I'm the one that told you to watch it.
I don't know about that, but whatever. Here's.
I texted you, "Hey, this is a new movie dropping," and you said, "All right, let's watch it."
Once again, they must have never seen Die Hard 2 because Samuel Jackson was a civilian
That's
and
Die
was
Hard
able.
3. Die Hard 2 is when he goes in the snow. Die Hard 3 is with Samuel L. Jackson, and they're trying to
That's
stop bombs in New York.
no, rate it from 1 to 10. Rate it from 1 to 10. I give this movie a fucking 5. What about you, John?
I give it a 6.5.
All right, there you go. I mean, we're talking about Junior here, dude. The motherfucker like, oh, explosion, and fucking does the happy feet dance or some shit. Like, come on, man. It's easy to fucking entertain Junior. This is a perfect movie for Junior, I guess. But I needed more intelligence in this movie than what I got.
I mean, if Chris Pratt would have took his shirt off more, maybe I would have gave it a 7.
What the fuck, John? All right, moving on. We're gonna talk about Fear Street. Now, John, this is gonna be a first. You're gonna have to introduce this movie first. I'll be right back while I get a beer. But explain the movie for me.
So Fear Street is based off R.L. Stein's books, but then I found out, I read a little bit more research. It's not 100% based off his books. The creators, the writers for this movie use inspiration from his books that he's been writing. I think the first Fear Street came out in 1989. So it's a loose adaptation. And if you grew up on Goosebumps or if you read Goosebumps, that's the same author. It's just Fear Street is more adult oriented. So it's scarier. There's a lot more violence. And it's pretty creepy. I mean, I didn't watch the Goosebumps movies, the newer ones, because it looked childish. And even when I saw that Fear Street was made by, excuse me, R.L. Stein, that's automatically the first thing that came to my mind. This is going to be childish horror, so I wasn't even going to give it a shot. And then I found out that this was more adult oriented, so I tried to give it a chance, and I did. And I'm not sure what's taking Jose so long. It's taking a long.
It ain't taking Jose any time. You just suck at explaining the movie.
Well, I'm not gonna go over the whole fucking thing like you.
But like, what do you mean? You decided to give it a chance, bitch? I'm the one that told you to fucking watch this shit,
Yeah, but I don't listen to you.
motherfucker. You better start.
No. Then I would have watched Yusuke if that was the case.
No, I told you not to watch that, but that's for the future. So, Fear Street, right? Fucking, you fucking at first thought this was just gonna be a kid's fucking horror movie. I told you it wasn't. This movie is fucking graphic in the killing, but it's also graphic in the teen sex scenes. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? These people are in high school. Like, why are you showing this on fucking Netflix?
You're saying you're saying high schoolers don't fuck? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying that, but like, why show it? Like, in the window, like, all right, they're about to kiss, and then you like,
Why show it? Do you not remember all those fucking Jason movies and Freddy Krueger movies? Those were all teenagers fucking.
were they?
They probably were older
I thought they were
actors because
colleges.
they're always 10 years older than they really are, the actors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they were all teenagers, dude.
Yeah, I get you. I don't know. It was a little weird for me. Like, like the fat guy, the fat black guy that was like the nerd. Like, all right, and just like fucking the Tomorrow Wars, the fat black guy that's a nerd, he lives, and this one he lives too. Like, I guess that they have like fucking invulnerability because they've been made fun of too much. You know, 2021, they must live.
Okay, are we getting into that? Is what you're trying to do right now?
No, no, I'm just saying, like he should have fucking died a long time ago. The motherfucker couldn't run for shit. I don't know why all of a sudden, like at the end, I hated the fact that the girl died, the one that like he had a crush on. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, man, you're already skipping a beat, but yeah, when she died and then the other tweaker guy died,
Yeah, they were the
I
best
was like,
characters.
exactly. And the ones that survived, it was the boring ass white girl, the one that they were supposed to
Yeah, yeah,
save
yeah.
the whole time.
Even the
I'm
girlfriend
sorry,
was
she was,
boring too, dude. Like,
yeah, man. No, because the girlfriend was more like uh a jealous girl, where like, and then love me type of person. I'm like, oh my goodness,
dude. Like
this.
when she said like they broke up because you moved 30 minutes away. Like, are you fucking serious? Like
Well, this,
you're in the end
no,
of the world. You're 30 minutes away. Like,
dude,
what
this
the
is
fuck?
1994. There was no internet. There was no cell phone. So 30 minutes
No,
away
no,
was a
there was
lifetime
internet.
away.
Didn't remember the fucking fat nerdy
Well,
black
there
guy
was
had
internet.
AOL?
There is an internet like we know it today.
He
That
had
was like,
AOL. He had AOL. That's
yeah,
exactly
that's
what that.
dial-up, man. You had to afford it because even
And
brought
they
up. I'm
did.
like,
They did.
it's
That's his
expensive. Remember,
sister.
they says that it's expensive. You know,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
it was expensive.
She had a means to communicate with her, and then like it was just like it was too forced, that whole fucking gay couple thing. Like, all right, cool, whatever. Plus, they
No,
hate each other. Other two cities. Yeah, they hate each other. The other two cities, but they were fucking girlfriend and girlfriend, and then they break up because she moves 30 minutes away. It's a stupid ass reason to break up. And like,
this is a little off topic, but still the same topic. Is when I was watching this movie, or before I click on it on Netflix.
mm-hmm.
And when they say genre and like it lets you know a little bit more information like action, comedy, whatever,
Yeah.
it has to mention that it has gays and lesbians in it. I'm like,
Mm.
why does it have to announce that? It's like, in my
I
opinion,
didn't even
they
know
put
that.
it there so if it's against their religion or their beliefs, oh, there's lesbians in this, then they're gonna be kissing. So I'm not watching this now because of my beliefs or because of my religion. And that's the only reason why I would say Netflix would ever even put that as a side note on there. Because who gives a fuck if there's lesbians in here? Who gives a fuck if there's
Yeah, yeah,
gays?
yeah. But we know
I
that,
don't
John. But
understand
like,
why, but why does it need to even be on there as a title, like a subtitle for it? Like
I mean, I'm
ahead
sure
of
there was
time.
there's murder too in this movie. That was probably.
Well, I understand that. You always got to say
Blood.
violence or
Yeah, yeah,
cussing,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't have to mention gays are in there or lesbians are in there. I'm like, what? Oh, come on, man.
All right,
That's overdoing it.
all right, Jesus. But either way, Chirot said it was a betrayal. It wasn't her decision. She's a fucking kid. She got moved to the other city because of her mom. Like, how the fuck is that like her fault? It was just dumb. It was dumb. Like, you betrayed me because you can't live here in the city with me. Like, bitch, I'm like 17 years old. Where the fuck are you gonna pay for my fucking? OnlyFans isn't invented yet. She ain't got no money. It's like it was just dumb teenage writing. Like, you betrayed me. You moved away with your mom because like life. What? It was just dumb. That breakup was dumb. That whole relationship was dumb. The fact that they lived throughout the all the way to the end pissed me the fuck off. I was like, God, man, just let her die.
I mean, at first they were like, die, and they pushed her outside where were they hiding? The broom closet, wherever the hell they were. I don't remember exactly where they were. And
Well,
then the little nerd kid realizes, oh no, maybe we can still save her.
yeah, yeah,
And then they have a change of heart. Yeah, like why? And you know what's even stupider? I'm sorry, I don't care about this writing, but they know that they want her blood, right?
yeah,
So they could kill that white girl. So they only care those monsters, whatever those demons, whatever the hell they are.
yeah,
They only care about killing this girl. But they're so stupid that if you have blood on yourself of that person, they think you're that person now. I'm like,
yeah,
okay. I'm like, I don't understand this storytelling. But even then, like, oh, let me mark my chest with her blood so I can stall and we have time to save her and put my life on the line for this girl that no one gives a shit about.
They do at the end.
I would never ever in my fucking whole life ever put a cross of your blood to try to help you out, Jose.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that. I want to live. I'm not saying we're not friends, but I ain't fucking dying for you.
You motherfucker. I guess we're not friends, asshole. Because I probably would put blood on your ass.
Dude, they turned her head into spaghetti hamburger whatever, man. It shredded her whole head, the
Yeah,
tweaker girl.
yeah.
I liked her, man.
Yeah, and but like her and the fucking fat nerd, they were. I didn't buy that for a fucking second. Like
No, that
all of
little
a sudden, like that, like where she's getting watched. Like I need you. Like why not invite the fucking your white guy friend that has been with you forever? Like all of a
because
sudden,
she had a little crush on him.
no, she didn't. That was just dumb.
She kissed him at the end before her head turned to a hamburger.
Yeah, that sucked that she died. I killed anybody else but her. Come on, man.
Yeah, and then even the ending didn't have closure. I know it's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy, John. So you're gonna get your closure
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know when the second part's coming out.
next week.
Is it already next week?
Every week
Okay.
there's every part comes out every
All
Friday.
right, all right. It's pretty quick. And then next part two is called 1978.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
actually so you see the ending where they show a little bit of the trailer.
hmm
That was way more. I'm looking forward to this next one more than the first one.
Why? Just based off
That was
of the trailer?
just based off the trailer. It was a lot more killing, a lot more action, a lot more like fucking mystery involved. Like a better
There,
villain.
well, there could still be gay ass romance, just like the first one.
Yeah, I mean, there was fucking in this in the trailer for like in this one it alluded to like fucking, which is a little weird. But the next one,
Yeah,
the campers
that
were
one. That,
fucking.
yeah, so that one that's coming up, the 1978
It
one,
just
is
seems
gonna
like
be
it's gonna be like
it's
up
gonna
the
be
scale.
totally like Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Camp,
yeah, a little bit more.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, a little bit more fucking, like horror centric theme
Yeah,
than this one
this
was.
one was trying to be like a Scream.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like who's the killer wearing that mask? And I don't know. That stabbing when he was stabbing people, I don't know about you, but I felt that shit. That
That's
shit
what I'm
like,
telling you. Like when you asked me, like, is this gonna be kid friendly? Like, bitch, I just saw
dude,
somebody get
he
stabbed.
stabbed the shit out of that girl's heart in the beginning, the
Yeah,
very
the
first
very
shot.
the intro of the
I
movie.
was like,
Oh
damn, I
man,
felt that for a second. I was like, damn,
dude,
that was like went straight in the middle.
I like that. I like that actress. She's the one from fucking Stranger Things in like the last season.
It was no, was she? No, she's in the
Yeah,
1978 movie.
1978.
Well, the second one.
No, I'm talking about this one, 1994 movie,
No,
part
that
one.
wasn't her. That wasn't the chick from Stranger Things.
So, Stranger Things, season 3, the very last season.
No, you're saying because she's a redhead, they all look the same?
No, see, you're confusing the actors because you're really interrupting me. Let me speak. So, the girl that died in the beginning of this movie, she is she's in Stranger Things season 3. She's not the redhead. She's like the girl that's announces she's gay in that show that she works in that fucking ice cream shop.
I have to rewatch
You
Stranger
don't remember
Things
the
'cause
girls? The watch?
I don't remember her at all. So I'll take your word for it because
Yeah,
I don't remember.
so like the guy, the guy in Stranger Things, the co-worker of her in the ice cream shop, he thought like she had a crush on him, but then like they're in the bathroom, he's like, I don't know, I give you the wrong signals, I'm gay. There was like a whole fucking scene in it.
Like I said, that when the Stranger Things season 3 come out, that was years ago, man. I don't remember anymore.
Come on, man, she's cute in that fucking show, and then she's
I
here. So I thought, like, all right, she's gonna be a main fucking, but they did exactly how you said, Scream. They introduced a fucking popular actress, or somebody noteworthy, I guess that I remember, and they killed her off. Like, what the fuck? Shock value for me.
Are you buying into the story of the witch that
Yeah, yeah.
died
I mean,
hundreds of years ago? And
it's basic Salem story, like the hundred witch hunt, where
you,
like you just announce that you're a witch because you do something bad, and you get accused of being a witch, then boom, you're getting burned in the stake. I mean,
I got
I'd be mad too.
I hear you. No, what really creeped me out was when they were showing the flashbacks of the other psycho murderers
Mm-hmm.
from a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the little kid wearing that mask bashing his mom in the head with with the bat.
Yeah,
That shit creeped me the fuck out, dude. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about.
I saw
That
like
shit,
that. That was like a quick scene though. Like it was
it's
like,
really quick, but that creeped me the fuck
I
out, dude.
guess. Fuck.
Little kids with masks and a bat smashing your head in. Nah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying. Like
just
that was the nice surprise about this series is like they didn't hold back. It's fucking. It's a horror movie worthy of the fucking horror title. It did its job.
I mean, we saw Conjuring a couple weeks back, and this, even though we're talking shit about some of the storyline choices and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
romance stuff, this is way more creepier and spookier and whatnot than Conjuring, the last movie ever was, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
This got me kind of like, oh shit, like kind of moments.
yeah.
I thought it was creepy. I thought it was creepy, and it was effective. I'm looking forward to the second one.
I was saying, I think the
I
second
just
one's gonna take it up a notch, so I can't wait for it.
Yeah, because yeah, the characters that we disliked that lived, it doesn't seem like they're going to be too much in the second movie because the second movie is taking place in 1978 because they're
Yeah,
retelling that whole event that happened.
yeah, yeah. With the girl that
So
survived. So there is like a little bit of a spoiler. I guess we know that the girl's gonna live, which is cool. But like, yeah, how she lives and all that, and all the killing involved in between, should be fun to watch.
yeah, even that, like you're saying, that little snippet that they showed us for what the next movie is going to show us, there was a lot of killing there that I hope my memory, as bad as it is, I forget all that killing that
Yeah,
happened, so that way I'm surprised
yeah.
again because there was some they showed a lot of killing in that little 20-second trailer.
No, no, I'm excited. A good recommendation from Willie because I recommended this. John did it.
Hey, I didn't say I didn't you recommended it to me? Is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. Are you saying now?
Well, I knew that it was coming out, but because I thought it was going to be Kitty, I never even gave it a second thought.
So you
So,
glanced on it. So
so,
you
so
knew it
I knew,
existed, but you didn't want to
yeah.
throughout the
But
week.
when
You don't
I
want to
saw
mention it.
that, no, because I saw it said Fear Street. I was like, okay, let me look it up on my phone real quick. And then it said R.L. Stein. I was like, what the fuck? This is the Goosebump guy?
Yeah, you told me that. I was like,
So,
what the Goosebump guy? I didn't even know that. I was like, what the fuck?
well, no,
Okay.
when I was a kid, I grew up on Goosebumps because Goosebumps were being written as I was a kid.
Mm,
So every time a new Goosebump book would come out, I lived to see it get published, and I would read them all. So, but that's childish horror, and it's fine for kids. But I didn't know about his Fear Street that he did, that he was more geared towards, teenagers and adults. So
yeah,
that way it's actually not kiddie, the
yeah.
horror elements of it. So, yeah. And then I even looked up Arlstein, man. I was just curious, like what he's written biography wise.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, man! That motherfucker wrote like 100 scary books. It's like, damn, this guy never had writer's block ever in his life.
It sounds like Stephen King, dude. He fucking writes like a shit ton of books. Shit
No,
ton.
he has, but but him, he dabbled in other genres. Like he
Mm.
didn't just do horror, even though that's what he's known for.
Mm-hmm.
R.L. Stein, fucking pretty much 100% horror. That's like, he's just 30 years of his author career was scaring the shit out of kids.
How fucked up was this childhood? That's all he thinks about.
I don't know. No, I read one of his interviews and he says he thinks horror is funny. And then so when he's writing it, he's laughing.
Oh
And
my
versus it's
fucking
scaring the shit out of
god.
everybody else who's reading it. So he's having a time of his life laughing at all the stuff that he's writing,
Jeez.
but it's creeping us out.
I
So
guess.
that's kind of a sick mind in itself, right?
Yeah, it's
If
a little
that
weird.
is funny to you.
It's a little weird. Not gonna lie, a little
I
weird.
mean, if it's trying to be a comedy, that's one thing, but it's not trying to be a comedy at
You're
all.
telling me he's like laughing as he writes that girl gets
Well,
stabbed in
he says
chest.
horror is he's saying that horror is funny to him.
It was sad, dude, because like the girl runs away in the beginning, the first act. She runs away from this fucking killer. I thought she was gonna escape. She did a lot of fucking crazy shit to run away. Like she was fucking fast.
No,
And
yeah,
then
when
and
she
then and then she pulls the mask, and then she sees her best friend, and like she still can't believe it that he's the one that's killing her. And it's like, hey, it's me. Wake up! Like you're killing me. Like she doesn't get mad at him. She's just like what's going on? Like, dude, that was heartbreaking. Getting stabbed to death by your best friend.
Well, I agree on that, but what I always hate is, when she had the leg up and she tricked the killer and she bashed him over the head and then she ran away afterwards.
I hate the fact that she said "hey" and then it makes the killer turn. Like you don't have to say "hey," just bag him over the fucking head. What the
No,
fuck do you
that's
have
what
to
I mean.
announce
So
yourself?
once she hit him over the head and took him off guard, keep fucking hitting him in the
I know,
head. It's
right?
like
Bash his
she
brains
just
out. She just runs.
she just
All right, so
runs.
so in this movie, you can't stand the unbelievableness of the writing, but you couldn't do it in the fucking Tomorrow War, bitch. Come on, man. It's the same concept. Same concept. Apparently, you care more about horror than you do about fucking military
Are you
movies.
talking to me?
Yeah, you. You were like, you were giving me shit about like, oh, you're not supposed to like take it too seriously.
I wasn't giving you shit at all.
You're
That
right.
was Junior
That
and
was that was
the
your
other.
that was your.
Yeah, see, stop drinking and fucking doing this shit. You don't even know who you're talking to anymore.
I know I'm talking to you, John. Get out of here. But either way, Fear, we like it. We both like it, right?
Yeah, I like it. They hit us over the head with all the 90s music, but yeah.
It was fun. I actually like every song.
I'm not saying I didn't like that. Me and you grew up in the 90s. We were teenagers in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, of course, we know all these songs, but
But
I felt like you
I
don't have
do.
to play 30 freaking 90s music to get the point
It was
across.
crazy, dude. Because like in the beginning, where like he meets that the cheerleader, the fat nerd guy, he meets the cheerleader in the beginning. They played like 3 songs back to back and changed the mood. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they do this love song. Like, damn, I wish I was your lover. Like, when he meets the girl. And then they change it to a whole different song after that fucking scene. It's like, whoa, whoa, wait, go back to that song. It was just, yeah, you're right when you said, like, they played too much. Back to back
Right.
to back.
Oh, I am surprised you didn't bring up the nerdy kid having all the newspaper clippings again to storytell.
Oh, dude. And, like,
That I just hate that. We brought this up before. It's like there's always got to be somebody smart that is obsessed with whatever's happening in the town and has every single news clippings
I
ever.
know, right? News clippings. Ugh.
I just don't like that storytelling method. That's
Yeah, it's a little weird. Not gonna lie. And then, like, he has them on a wall. Like, he hasn't read them a million times over. But then, like, they get scattered on the floor, and then he pulls something out of his ass. Like, oh, now I understand what's going on.
I don't
Bitch.
remember. Did they have parents? Because it seems like their parents were never
I
there.
know, right? To be honest,
And I'm not trying to sound racist, but they didn't look like brother and sister.
Oh, John, you are sorry racist. Shut up,
Just
man.
say they look. She looked more Hispanic. That's just me.
They had mixed parents, bitch.
Well, I got you, but remember, this is the 90s.
That still happened in the
What
90s.
do you? I'm not saying it didn't, but I'm just saying.
Oh, whatever, John. Moving on, then. Moving on, because John's being fucking weird. Wapa. New section. New section for Let Me Speak. Shit not to watch. And up on the screen, I have 2 fucking shows that you should not watch. I'll save you the fucking time. The first one that John doesn't even know about is America, the motion picture.
Did you watch the whole thing?
It took me 3 tries to watch the whole thing. I could not do it in one sitting.
But it was written by the creators or created by the creators of Archer. Don't you
I
love
know,
that
right?
show?
I do. So the animation in this is top notch. She look Hispanic to me.
It looks like Archer, the drawing style to me.
Yeah, yeah, that's why it was top notch. But Shiro said like she looked Hispanic. I thought she was mixed, like Hispanic
See?
black.
Street Rod agrees with me. She looks Hispanic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the little
And
fat
then
kid with
the little
yellow
fat
black.
kid straight. He doesn't. Yeah, if they're mixed, then he would look like a black Latino. He looks straight up black. I'm not
You
trying to
don't
be racist.
you don't know how DNA works, Sean. Let it go.
Whatever. Look at me, motherfucker. I look like a goddamn mutt because both my
Yeah,
parents are.
I honestly don't know what to classify you, so I just consider you white.
Exactly, because that's what happens when you have 2 different parents from 2 different countries.
John, let it go, dude. You're a fucking mutt. We're gonna move on. I'm purebred, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Purebred. So, America, the motion picture, a fucking animated series about America taking over. Like it has a weird premise about like fucking everybody's like all the presidents are alive. Fucking George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, every fucking historical fucking figure that you ever fucking can think of. that obviously never lived in the same timeline are in this movie all together. And the big bad guy is what the fuck is that? The betrayal name of a fucking famous figure, Benedict Arnold. There you go. He's the bad guy, and he's a fucking werewolf. For no fucking goddamn reason, just to be a werewolf, whatever. But this show is like it was supposed to be funny, comical. It just like all the jokes didn't really hit. Some of them did. Some of them like they try to like play around the whole racism and like the whole like America, you took my land because there's a Native American fucking, or I shouldn't even say that, indigenous person because those
Yes,
people
you're
were
yes,
there.
you're being you just said those people, so you were trying
Shit.
to be PC and now you just call them those people.
Well, fucking John. But the indigenous personnel, obviously, never called their land America. We did, so you can't call them Native Americans. But like one of them is in the fucking movie or in this show. It's like it was just it had like a nice premise, but it just fell flat. I'm being funny. I'm trying too hard. Like, and it's like they introduced like future tech into this. They had mechs. They had fucking werewolves. Like I said, they had like a the main villain was like the fucking a Britain fucking king that like try to be like fucking Darth Vader. I don't know. He was fat. It was just all over the place, right? They had fucking I forget who the science girl was, but like they made her a girl for some fucking reason, an Asian. It was just too much, too whack.
So the over topness of this movie didn't like you can appreciate it just because it's just so way out there that it's
Yeah.
something different because of it.
So that's what
Sometimes that's
that's
good
what I
enough for
want.
me.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted all like this like, dude. You have fucking George Washington. Fuck yeah, dude. Like America, bitch. Hell yeah, right? But it wasn't that. It was just like,
He was voiced by Channing Tatum, who and all the girls should be loving
yeah.
this movie.
Like the best scene is like at the end when they have a fight scene and they have like the Beastie Boys playing in the background. Like, god damn it, you can't go wrong with a fucking Beastie Boys soundtrack, and you're fighting in like an epic battle. Like that was the
Oh,
best thing
you
ever.
keep forgetting we grew up in the 90s. I think kids of today probably don't give a shit about
Hey, come on
Beastie
now,
Boys.
you
I
fucking.
love Beastie Boys. I'm not talking shit. I love Beastie Boys.
So the recent Star Trek movie, fucking used "Sabotage" from the Beastie Boys as their like fucking end song as their epic battle. So currently, they're still using it. It's relevant, John. People love. You can't hate on the Beastie Boys. Nobody can. It's impossible.
Well, they better not.
But like that was the best part of the movie. It's like that fight scene. But like it's too off the wall. Where like it makes no sense. It's just like dumb. Like all right, I guess you have to be drunk or high to like even laugh at these jokes. It wasn't.
I was laughing at because I almost watched this. I actually put it on my queue on Netflix.
Yeah.
And you know when you hover over a new movie or a show and it
Mhm.
shows like a little 30-second to a minute clip,
Yeah.
and I was laughing in that 30-second minute clip. So I was like, oh, this probably is gonna be something I can enjoy. And then I looked at Rotten Tomatoes and everybody's shitting on
Dude,
it. So I was like,
okay, so all right, I'm not alone in this. Because like, I was afraid, like, is this just not for me? But it's not for She-Rod. It's not for me. It's not for a fucking apparently a lot of people. It's just
I laughed those 30 seconds. So
so give it a
I,
watch. And
I'm
then
gonna give it you know how comedy is. Comedy is subjective.
it is.
What's funny to me could be not funny to everybody else.
Give it a shot. Then report back next week, John. Report back next week.
If I'll report back, if I have something to
Just
say. If not,
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see.
exactly. Yeah, a quick one word. It sucked.
Yeah.
That's all I expect from you next week. It sucked.
Okay.
But moving on to the next one is an anime called Yasuke. Yasuke. I'll say it fast. So make it
Just
sound
Yasuke?
Yasuke? No, it says Suke. Yasuke.
Yeah, I know that's how it's spelled, but that's not how you say it.
Oh yeah, because you're Japanese. Fuck you, John. You don't know.
How many fucking animes have you watched and not know how fucking names are said yet?
So that whatever, John. I'm not gonna get into this, but whatever. So this is actually, if you didn't know, like it's not based on a true story. There is a black samurai in legend, like real world, but like they take it over the top. They animate it so hard on this fucking show, so hard. They have mecha, they have magical girls, they have all this vampire. Well, not even a werewolf. It was a werebear. They have fucking mystical powers of the Yazoo. The first two episodes were cool because the animation was alright, cool. You know, the fight scenes were
Remember you
cool.
texting me, "Oh, I'm on episode 2. This you
Yeah,
should watch this. I'm really
all right,
enjoying
all
this."
right. And then I tried to finish it. It went too anime to the point where like it just went over the top and it became like, all right, this is just like every other basic anime ever. Even though like the main character is based off a real world fucking character, they go crazy with it. Too much anime to the point where like, all right, nothing's believable. Everything is just fucking like the little girl that you see on the fucking picture. She's sick the whole fucking beginning of the fucking show, episode 1 and 2. Cough, cough. Oh, these magical powers are killing me. Then all of a sudden, like, oh, I could use these powers to fucking kill everybody because I'm a badass. Like, bitch, you were sick. And then all of a sudden, you learn how to control it and whatever. It just went too far fetched. That it's like, you went too far. You went too far where it became basic, and like it really was like not entertaining anymore. It's just like, all right, just finish the fucking story. So, because like even the black guy at the fucking end, he gets stabbed to the chest to sacrifice his life for the little girl. But then the little girl is like, oh, I can bring you back to life. End of the deal. You're like, oh, come on, man. Like, you're a little girl that doesn't even know her powers, and all of a sudden you know how to do. You're Jesus now. Fuck you, dude. Like it was too much anime. Like everything went right, everything went perfect. The animation was nice, and what I learned later on after watching it is that like, Netflix paid bottom dollar for this fucking anime. Like the
Top
animators,
dollar, bottom dollar.
bottom dollar, not top dollar. So
Okay, so they didn't spend any money.
so animators get paid 3,000 to 7,000 for
Okay.
their animation. They got paid 3,000 for this, and then some animator reported this to like fucking the local news, and Netflix got exposed for being fucking super cheap.
There's no rule regarding how much you have to pay
I'm
people. You have to,
saying
no matter
though,
what, you have to pay more than minimum wage. But
yeah, yeah.
after that, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of does if you're paying. This is like a fucking. I think they're Napa, a well-known fucking anime studio that does great work, and Netflix decided to pay them the bottom money they can for this project, which is fucked up.
But you didn't enjoy it anyway, so if it had more of a budget, it wouldn't change the
The
storyline, would
story
it?
wouldn't have changed, but at least I could have seen cooler fight scenes. I don't know.
But you said you actually liked the animation
I
already.
did, I did. But like, imagine if they got paid top dollar, they probably would have put in a little bit more
So
effort.
then you would just like it for the nice explosions?
Well, come on, don't make me a basic bitch. I'm just saying.
So I don't understand where your argument's going with this. So the
My
whole point of
argument
what you're
is
saying is that
Netflix pay them
they're
more.
being cheap.
Yeah, Netflix is being cheap. That was
All right.
not my argument. That's just what they got exposed.
Okay.
But like these two series, avoid them at all costs. Well,
Okay.
or like fucking watch them and then tell me they were amazing to you.
The America one, I was just gonna watch it for kicks because it's 4th of July today, and maybe I'll watch a bit of it just to
Yeah.
satisfy
See,
my
see if you can
Ameri
last.
American tribute.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell.
All right. All right. Whatever. All right, John. Shooting the shit section. You got anything?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you heard about the PS5 upgrades that Sony's going to be charging for Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, dude, the price hacks that they bit.
Yeah,
I bought the fucking PS4 version, and you're telling me I have to buy the PS5 version? Fuck you, Sony. Fuck you.
yeah, because the whole year they were like free upgrades if you have the
Yep.
PS4 version, and now they're like, nope, you gotta pay for this
You
shit.
gotta pay for the director's cut. Like, bitch, I'm not.
When what? I just got my Final Fantasy 7 upgraded to the PS5 version for free. and Sony wants to just now undercut everything and say, no, you
Yeah,
got to pay now.
yeah.
And
And
no,
you get one island more. Like I'm not replaying the game for one more island. Fuck you. Like that's the director's cut. One more island. That's called DLC.
see, this is what I don't get. I mean, if you're gonna make fucking two versions of the game, then I'm sorry. If you're gonna be buying like the PS4 version, it should still stay the same way. You get the PS5 upgrade for free.
Yeah,
Especially now when you can't really get a PS5 because there's too many people like pretty much buying them just to sell them.
yeah,
So it's really hard to get a PS5 still. You don't see them in the stores. You have to get them online only or like when they drop.
yeah.
And the thing is that if it's only for PS5, fine, I get it. $70. That's the standard fine. I get it. But if it's literally just the PS4 game, because how else is there a PS4 fucking version? All they do is like pretty much turn a switch on, and now it's 60 frames, and now it's in 4K.
Yeah.
So that's all they're really fucking doing. And yet you're
Well,
gonna charge us for a switch that
isn't there
turns on.
the lighting? What the fuck is that called? Ray tracing?
Is there ray tracing in that as well?
I thought so. I don't know now.
I'm not sure. I don't.
It better be.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
I
If
don't
you're
know
gonna
in that.
have PS5.
I don't know in that game particular. But look, if I even want to talk about something that just dropped, a Doom Eternal patch
Mm-hmm.
for Series X. I don't know if there's a PS5 patch yet, but the Series X just got patched, and it's 4K 60 frames ray tracing now,
Mm.
and they didn't charge.
Yeah, you're not supposed to charge for a game that's already been released. And people
Yeah, man. I
bought
mean,
it.
I mean, if it's brand new and you just released it, fine, I get it. But this is an old game.
Yeah.
But I get that you're getting more content with this director's
All
cut.
right, more content. You get
Well,
one more island.
you're getting content that didn't exist before. So, when you pay for DLC, you're paying for DLC. I get
DLC
that.
prices. Then
But
20
I
bucks.
yeah, no, exactly. But what you end up paying is you're paying for that on top of it being a PS5 version as
Yeah,
well,
yeah. No, I
which
fucking suck.
I don't condone. I'm not gonna pay for that,
Ah,
and I hope other people don't either, so Sony doesn't do this shit.
I know,
Because
right?
if everybody fucking buys this and gives in, then they'll think like, all right, we
We
can
can
get
do it
away with
again.
this.
Yeah, we can do it
We can
again.
get away with this, and we'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember this. This is way back in the days, but Sony was being assholes if you bought a multiplayer game used.
What?
So what would
I don't
happen
remember.
is if you buy a brand new game that had multiplayer components in it,
Yeah.
it came with an online code. So if I were to sell this game to GameStop and they resell it to somebody to buy later,
Mm-hmm.
when they bring it home, they can't play online unless they paid for a $10 online
Jeez.
code to play multiplayer for that particular game.
What the fuck?
I remember that clearly
I
because
don't
I
remember
was
that.
renting a lot of games through GameFly. You remember you were like in Germany and shit, so
Okay.
this is like you didn't have access to GameFly where I'm renting games left and right, and I realized that because I'm renting from GameFly, I can't play these games online if they had an online component.
Jesus. I remember.
So
I need to
it
pay
pissed me
attention.
off. But the thing is that nobody really gave into that, and so Sony dropped that shit completely, and they didn't do it anymore. So people need to stand up again, or else they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, no, no. When I saw that news and I read the prices, like, what the fuck? Fuck you, Sony. Because I love Ghost of Tsushima. I want to like play
No,
the new
that's
island.
that's an amazing game.
Yeah, but like I'm not
Uh,
gonna fucking pay extra, even though I already bought the fucking game, Sony. Fuck you. Like, if you would have told me, like, all right, Ghost of Tsushima, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, free of charge, and I don't get
See,
the new island, all right, whatever, fuck it.
so here, this is what really ticks me off because the thing is, I can understand if it was a PS3 you bought and then now you want to get the PlayStation 4 version. And the reason why I'm bringing up this is because the PS3's architecture is completely different from the PlayStation 4, meaning they literally had to make two different fucking games.
Yeah.
Versus PS5, it's just an upgraded version of PS4. So it's almost the same architecture. So whatever
Mm.
game you're building, it's so easily adaptable to upgrade it for PlayStation
It's
5's
easier. I
architecture.
get you.
Way easier.
Street Rod says Xbox the best. Where's your Ghost of Tsushima? Xbox. That's right, Shirod. You don't fucking have one. You're not the fucking best. You don't even have Spider-Man. Get out of here, dude. Everybody else, everybody, when Spider-Man came out, was like, oh, I have an Xbox. I suck. I can't play the badass game. That was Spider-Man. You can't play Ghost of Tsushima, Street Rod, because you're fucking Xbox. Get out
Well,
of here.
guess what?
What?
Sony is actually porting all their first party games to PC now, one by one. So
Come on now.
if you have a PC, guess what? You can play those games now.
You
You don't
can't.
need to buy you don't need to buy a Sony PlayStation if you really want to play those first party games now.
John is lying right now. There is no fucking Spider-Man on PC. There is no Ghost of Tsushima on PC. So
As of yet,
yeah,
but
exactly.
they already released Horizon Zero Dawn,
All right, it's Horizon Zero Dawn. That game is like 10 years old, John.
and they already released Days Gone. These are first party. I said slowly they're releasing them one by one.
Slowly. Get out of here with these make believe. You're trying to give them incentive, but they're not getting it.
So don't get me wrong, those games are awesome, but to me it's still not I need to buy a PlayStation to play these games. But if you have a PlayStation, yeah, play them. But it's not a system seller in my opinion.
100% it is.
I don't think so at all.
Ghost of Tsushima is.
I enjoy those games and I love them.
Bitch, you could only play them on PlayStation.
Buy a system
yes,
just for those games in particular.
Bitch. All right, so what's a game seller then?
God of War. Fucking I love that series.
All right, then. That's only on PlayStation.
I got
Xbox.
you. So that is the reason. That's the reason for me to own one because I want to play that God of War. And
it doesn't matter.
And maybe if Naughty Dog does another Uncharted because I still love that series.
All right, Uncharted. There you go. So again,
it's personal preference.
It's not it's just they're the best.
Well, I mean, for me, particularly,
Sony is the best.
Well, those games are. Sony is not the best.
It is the best. Oh, you gonna say Nintendo?
As a developer, Nintendo still is the best as a developer.
And overall, then, who's the best?
System-wise, like that has the most games.
Overall, I said overall.
I own them all, so I.
All right, so pick one. What the fuck?
If I only had to own one system, what would it be? Xbox Series X.
Fuck you, John. You know what? Fuck you, dude. You're lying. You're fucking lying. You're lying. Fuck you, and you're not ever playing God of War then. Get out of here.
I'm a graphics whore. Give me those shiny graphics that are better than a PlayStation.
Yeah, because you're playing fucking Tetris, because that's all they fucking have. Get out of here with your bullshit graphics if you can play the shittiest games. Cool job playing fucking Tetris. I'm here playing God the fucking War. Get out of here.
God of War hasn't came out yet.
It's coming, and the last one kicked ass, and you can only play it on PlayStation.
So unless it comes out for PC.
Oh my God. Again, selling lies. Selling lies because it's not factual yet. So you're selling lies. Oh, I can't believe we just went on this tangent. Whatever, John. Anything else?
I've been playing Scarlet Nexus. Where are you at?
It's fucking low availability.
Why? Because you live in Texas?
No, because I think I just missed turning in the last game. Window.
Well, I was able to get it. So
how far? How many hours?
Are you still? Only got a couple hours. But my question is it still going to be your next game, or are you renting something else?
No, it's one of my games. It should be the next game.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Once you get it, I picked the character to start off with. I want you to play as the other character because it's two different games.
Is it?
Yeah. So I picked the girl.
Bitch.
So the other character is a boy.
No.
Pick him.
No, I'm picking the girl.
No, you're gonna ruin it because then I can play and get the storyline. You
start
play
all over.
Get your storyline,
and
then we can talk about it and share our thoughts.
No, start all over. Pick the boy since you have it.
No, already. Why do I gotta pick a boy?
What do you mean? I don't want to play a game where I have to look at a boy's ass because this is a third-person game. If I'm gonna look at a fucking character from the back,
so you're picking her because you're sexist.
Okay, call me whatever you want, John. Even though I know that's not true.
Because you're gonna be getting a hard on while you're watching your character move on screen. Is that what you just said?
No, that's not what I said at all.
That sounded like that to me.
Yeah, because you're sexist. Because that's what you think in your head. I just want to pick a girl character.
No, I have feminine qualities, so I resonate more with women characters.
No. You're definitely a boy character, through and through.
You don't know me very well then if you're saying this.
I do know you very well. I know that's what you are. You're the fucking, not the dom, but you're the submissive one. The boy character.
All right.
Either
But
way,
you,
either way.
they
How,
both played completely differently. So if you play as the girl, if you decide to play as a girl, fine, so be it. But they're different storylines. They kind of interact with each other in the story, but you go on whole different paths.
I get you. It's just two
And
characters. That's it.
yeah, just two. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be DLC later. Who the hell knows?
Hmm.
But the girl is more of a distance fighter,
Hmm.
and the boy character is more hands to hand, like up close and personal fighting.
Okay. Okay.
So you use more like magic abilities as the girl, and you're more head on playing as the boy.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it. At
Is it
first, I want
is it more action oriented in this game, or is it like RPG elements of this game? Since
it's
you're playing a
both.
distant character.
It's well, I only played a couple hours. I finally like because it's I wouldn't say slow, but the startup is there's a lot of tutorials and there's the setup. It takes a bit
Hmm.
to like get into like the whole mechanics of the game, so they slowly give it to you. They don't give it to you all right away.
Okay.
So I barely got my uh ability tree where I get to upgrade and do learn other moves sets and whatnot.
Hmm.
So I guess I'll let you know more when that happens because I don't know if you're gonna be playing this week.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it in Japanese because it gives you an option
Ooh.
to listen to Japanese dialogue,
Hmm.
but it doesn't let you adjust how big the subtitles are, and I always hate that. So the subtitles are fucking tiny ass font, man.
I get you. I get you.
And unless you're like 3 to 5 feet away from your TV, you ain't gonna be able to read that shit
Hmm.
unless you're a young person who has better than 20/20 vision. But it's too small the font, so I had to revert to going to English dialogue or t talking in
How is the
English.
dub? Is it
It's not
corny?
it's not ter it's not terrible. It's not bad, but I always prefer listening to Japanese if I have the option.
Yeah, I get you
And
there.
it's just I hate that fact that they don't let you increase the font size because Ghost of Tsushima, just going even way back to that, they let you like made those font like super duper
I
big,
remember
and
that.
I loved it
I
because I
remember
was
that.
able to read it, and it was awesome. They literally focus so much, and they even focus on, hey, do you want to be a yellow tint instead of the typical white subtitle color?
Yeah.
So they gave you options. They were like thinking about people having to read this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
No, I get you. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I need a game to play,
Uh,
so yeah, I'm looking for it.
yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm loving it. I'm liking it. It still feels like,
It's a slow burn in the beginning. Every RPG is. Come on now.
yeah, it just feels like so far it's gonna be like you're fighting the same exact bad
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I'm not expecting revolutionary
Uh,
gameplay, but I'm
yeah.
expecting a good story at the very least.
Oh, speaking of story, they really like cut costs. Because it is very story driven.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not like super important dialogue, they tell the story through still images. And then when it is
Oh,
important, then they actually animate it and everything,
damn. That's
and it's
like
in engine. I hate that when they fucking do the still
that's
images to
what.
tell the story.
Oh, going back to like shit not to watch. Record of fucking Ragnaroks. That's all it is. Every fight scene's a still fucking image, dude. Fuck that show on Netflix. Never watch it.
So then you're not gonna like that with Scarlet Nexus because it's a lot like that.
Yeah, but
And
like
then
it's a
and I'm
video
only in the
game.
first couple hours in.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
I mean, I get it because you have to animate it all and it takes fucking forever.
No, I get it. I mean,
I
RPGs
understand.
did it all the time. Come on now, it's still picture. You write text. So
Yeah.
at least is it dialogue? Is it at least dialogue?
Oh, so at least that it is all
Oh, there you go.
fully voiced.
There you go. Then that's way better.
So it's not reading. I mean, if you do the walking around town and talking to random civilians,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then yeah, you have to read it. But every story beat so far has been voiced.
All right. Anything else?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
All right. I mean, we have been going pretty long, hour 30 minutes, so I think it's a wrap,
Okay.
dude. So,
Alrighty.
so as I go away, I'm gonna play this sweet ass melody that John can't hear because he really instrumental last time. You know what? I already forgot the fucking melody. God damn it, John! I'm too drunk. All right, never mind. Fuck the melody. Catch you guys later.
Well, next week, hold on before you press hang up.
Yeah. Oh
Resident
yeah.
Evil, the
Resident Evil
Netflix
for sure.
show,
For sure.
for sure.
Loki
Loki,
again. Yeah.
and we'll see what movie comes around or any other TV series that I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Well, normally me and John, like, if we can't find a third subject, we just like fucking rent some random shit. John wanted to recommend some fucking stupid shit this week that I said no to because it was
Do you remember what
it
it
was
was?
it was
Because I
an
don't think you do.
Asian motherfucker in a fat suit. I know exactly what. I don't even want to give that
Do you
title.
even know the actor's name?
Yes, I know he's cool, he's famous, whatever, but it doesn't matter. He was wearing this fat suit that obviously looked like a fat suit, and then the jokes are just so corny and
Okay,
lame.
so if he wasn't wearing a fat suit and it
It
was an
would have been
actual
bad.
fat
Yeah,
actor
yeah, it would
doing
have been
those
better.
kung
It
fu
would have been
moves,
better. Remember the last fucking Asian movie that we watched with the three guys? What the fuck?
yeah,
Like that fat guy, the one that had the bad knee.
Paper Tigers.
Yeah, Paper Tigers. If that fat guy that had the bad knee was in this movie, I mean, I would have been down for it.
I'll
But
give you that.
it was
I
just
mean,
a
if you're gonna have a fat guy do badass martial arts, have an
yeah,
actual fat
fat
guy.
guy. There, dude, back in the fucking Jackie Chan days, there was a fat guy actually doing fat guy martial arts, and he was
I know.
awesome.
I don't remember his name, but
Me
he used to
neither.
team up with Jackie Chan a lot back in the days.
Yeah. Dude, you can't just fucking put a fat suit on and expect me to
Okay,
think
I,
this is.
I I agree with you completely with that. I can't argue
Yeah,
that.
it was just like, it's too corny. Fuck this movie. But yeah, normally we come up with a third one, but let us know if you think it's something else. Catch you guys later.
Take care. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Goodbye.